Thank you for joining us this week on See Palestine. I'm your host, Karma Abu Ayash. Through this program, we will be discussing and talking about Palestine as a country, as a cause, and as a culture. We will be talking about the Palestinian people as symbols of resistance and determination. We will be discussing the many obstacles that Palestinian women are facing every single day with tears in their eyes, but big smiles on their faces. Every episode of See Palestine, we will be hosting a very special guest, and they will share their experiences with us and how they affected the Palestinian community. In today's first episode of See Palestine, we will be discussing the very powerful role of music and how much it affects the Palestinian image internationally. And for us to better understand this aspect, we would like to welcome our very beautiful and talented idol, صابرين كمال.
بعدك على بالي يا قمر الحلوين يا زهرة تشرين يا دهب الغالي وبعدك على بالي يا حلو يا مغرور يا حبق ومنتور على سطح العالي حبيت افتح له عالحب اشرح له طلعت ملقيت غير الورد عند الباب بعدك على بالي يا قمر الحلوين يا زهرة تشرين يا دهب الغالي وبعدك على بالي.
Good morning, Sabrin.
Good morning, hi.
How are you this beautiful morning?
I'm good, thank you.
First of all, I'd like to welcome you to our very first episode of See Palestine.
Thank you.
It's such an honor to have such a talent just started the show off. I'm very excited.
Thank you. Me too, I'm looking forward as if it's the first episode, so good luck for you and for the show.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
You're welcome.
I'd like to kind of start us off with, the 10-year-old Sabrin that was sitting in her room, listening to music, listening to the radio. Who were the first influencers for you to kind of like start off this music career that you have?
Okay, so first I'd like to say that music was in the family. It runs in the family, so it's not like something new for me. I used to listen to music because like my mother, her family, when we gather, we always listen to music, play instruments. So it's kind of with my childhood. So when it started at maybe 10 years old, I was that age. My mother, she noticed that I have a voice. I like to listen to old music, which was kind of weird as a little child listens to Kulthum or to So yes, I can say my mom. Yes.
Did she play any instruments? Did your dad play any instruments?
Yes, she plays many instruments actually, and she sings as well. She used to sing when she was a little child, her and her brothers and sisters. My grandmother, she plays oud and plays piano. Yeah.
That's beautiful. You come from a very musical
family.
Household.
Yes.
Yeah, that had an effect.
That's true.
So would you like to kind of tell us about, any local experiences that you had, international experiences that really affected you as an artist? Your journey so far?
Yes, my very modest journey in music, it started when I was at school. So I was singing at school for my students, for the whole school, some festivals in the school. And then I went at college, and there at college it was my first single experience. So
Wow.
I can say that was the first more of a wide experience than just singing to my friends and school. So it started actually when I had my first single. It was in the Egyptian accent. And at that time there wasn't like really social media like these days.
Absolutely.
So it was only on the radio. But for me it was an amazing experience. So I can say it started from there. So yes, saying that my first single when I was the second year of college. At that time, I felt that I went a little bit wider than just the society of my friends and family and very little people who know that I sing. So when I went to college, the cafeteria put my song, people
Wow.
starting to like talk about it. No, that's nice, go ahead. So I started to feel that support. So yeah, it started maybe from there.
You got more exposure
Yes.
just when you were a second year.
And more excited about being like more open to music, different music genres, and especially that my song, as I said, it was in an Egyptian accent
Oh,
at
wow.
first. Yes.
I would like to expand on that in a little bit, but would you like to kind of take a walk with
yes,
me?
Yes,
Yeah.
nice weather.
do
Let's
it.
go.
So yeah, as you were saying, you're talking about, you know, releasing your single using another accent than a Palestinian accent.
Yeah.
Can you kind of like more talk to me about it? Because that's very rare to find some Palestinian artists using a different accent and not
Yes.
just, you know.
And back at that time, people, they were like only questioning this question. Why the Egyptian accent? Why
Yeah.
didn't you do something which is more folklore Palestinian music, as if it's more known to people and more, you know. But at that time, I thought, why not to make something that gives me a wider audience? Why
Absolutely.
not only Palestine? Why the Palestinian accent? Of course, I'm proud of my Palestinian nationality and the folklore music, and I have sang a lot of folklore during my very small business career. Music career. But at that time, I wanted to have a wider audience, and the Egyptian and the Lebanese accent, actually, it was the most, and still most popular in the Arab world. That's why I chose at that time, and I wanted to break the box of being only in the Palestinian, borders. So yeah, I chose to have a single with an Egyptian accent, and it went well at that time.
Yeah, it went viral. I do
went
remember.
well.
Yeah, I do remember
it was
that.
like 9 years ago, maybe. Yeah,
Wow.
8 years ago, my first single.
So I'm just like really curious about, you know, your personal life, because, you know, as we know, you're a mother of 2 beautiful kids. You have
Thank
your
you.
own business and you're
Yes.
pursuing your music career. So as a Palestinian woman with this much passion and drive, what's kind of like your message and how has it been for you?
Okay, first of all, I would like to say that without my family and my husband's support, this wouldn't have been happening. Because it's kind of hard to arrange sometimes between your family and your kids, your business, and your talent, your
You have to be a
passion.
superwoman.
Yes, I mean, but I always say without their support, I would have sometimes said, no, I don't want to do this interview, I don't want to go this way, but they were all supportive very much. And that's the thing that I would like to stress on, that the Palestinian girl needs the support from its society, from her husband, from her family, and also my kids. When they listen to me sometimes, see me on the TV, on the radio, they got excited. So they give me that kind of push to go on with my passion. So my message is, I always say there is no harm in doing your other responsibilities as well as doing your passion and working on it. So you're not a woman only to work at your house and be a good mom and be a good wife. That's fine, and that's absolutely important. But also you have your passion, you have your something special that sometimes God gave you. I mean, when I say music and talent, that's something you're not like, you're born with, especially the voice. Sometimes we learn how to play instruments, but the voice itself, no, whether you have a good voice or not, this is God's something. So this is my message. Work on it and insist of being a superwoman.
لو كان في ايدي المنى ما كنت عني تغيب لا يوم ولا سنة وانت أعز حبيب لسه مكانك هنا لو فيك باقي نصيب ولو في خاطري أنا ما كنت أسيبك يوم.
So my very final question for you, what's next for Sabrin? What do you see yourself doing? Are you working on a new single? Can you tell us more about it?
Yes, I've been working on a single for Palestine. It's an amazing song produced by Palestine TV that I would like to thank them for this. And I was supposed to release it before the Corona thing, but now we're working on releasing it very soon. So yes, I finished putting my voice in Palestine. The song, the whole team is Lebanese, but of course it's talking about the Palestine and the Aude, the going back to our land. So yeah, I'm very excited. It's going to be released in maybe 2 weeks.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Can you kind of give us a little hint about
Yes,
it? Can
okay.
you,
Yeah, I will. يا أرض البطولة يا أرض الحنين يا شمس الطفولة غبت عنا سنين اسمك بالذهب بالعز انكتب على لوح الزمان اللي ما بيقدر يمحيها عالشمس مكتوبة انت يا فلسطين يا أرض البطولة يا أرض الحنين.
Wow, that is gorgeous.
Thank you.
You have such a gorgeous voice. Thank you so much for coming in today.
It was my pleasure and I really enjoyed it very much.
Me too.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going for a bike ride. Would you like to join me?
Yes, we'll
right,
try.
Let's
we'll
do
try.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a nice ride,
Yes,
wasn't it?
Very nice. Very, very nice.
You know, we were just talking about your songs in different accents, and I couldn't just help but think you do have a song in English as well. It's a mashup, right?
Yes, actually it's a cover song, a mashup between Fairuz's song وعدك على بالي and Whitney Houston. I Will Always Love You. I did this cover on the Valentine's Day. You know, it's a love song, so it was amazing. Yeah,
it's a beautiful song. And how do you feel that, you know, because it's in English, do you feel that you can make the Palestinian message kind of abroad or more internationally known?
Actually, when you sing a different language than your language, you gain a wider audience, and especially in English. And a very known singer like Whitney Houston, and the song itself, I Will Always Love You, it's such an amazing, very famous song. So yeah, when you sing a different language than your mother tongue language, it gives you kind of a priority and a responsibility when you sing like in English and such a famous song for Whitney Houston. That wasn't easy for me. So it was a challenge at first to sing in English and for Whitney Houston. So yeah, I've decided to do this and I said, let's do it. Why not? I felt it was fun.
Yeah, it's actually one of my favorite songs.
And I will always love you. I will always love you. My darling, you. Bittersweet memories. That is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye, please. Don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need.
My absolute pleasure to have you as the first guest in the first episode of See Palestine.
Thank you.
We are honored to have you.
Thank
Such
you,
a talent.
Kama. Looking forward to see the whole episode. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We're
you,
honored to
and
have
for the
you.
whole team. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.